Hello, welcome to another video. As you can tell by the name and the thumbnail, this is my first ever quarterly review. So this is a new video format, different to what I usually do. I've just recorded another one in this style. I'm just out for a walk, thought try and get some filming done. Yeah, I mentioned in the other video the audio won't be as good. I'm sure you can hear all that background noise, but it's okay for now. I do not have an audience really, and mainly making these for me. As I get an audience, we'll sort out some of these issues, probably cut in and out as well, because as I'm passing people, yeah. It's funny, in the video I just filmed, I was wearing my AirPods thinking that that would improve the audio. It turns out that in the UK and the EU, it just doesn't even use your AirPods for your camera's audio, which is a bit frustrating. But I think I'll have to get some wired headphones. I'm currently walking along the canal and there's people everywhere. So maybe I just have to looking or feeling self-conscious speaking on the camera walking past people, or maybe I'll have to film this probably another day. So, end of Q1, and honestly pretty happy with this quarter. First quarter, doing Project North Star, walking past the barge. I'll see how the audio sounds. Anyway, pretty happy with my progress. The focus for this year and this quarter, well, this year, was to pivot from focusing on building apps to focus more on producing content and being more user driven in the way that I build, and it's been a success. Last year I created 2 videos over the whole year, didn't have such a focus on it. I believe that now, this year, this quarter, I've published 9 videos, which is very good, very happy about it. That includes 5 stand-ups and I think 2 new app ideas, a couple videos on more general, what's the direction of the channel, this kind of thing. But yeah, very happy with my progress there. Would like to continue this into Q2. Also, obviously got this video, which is the quarterly review, which will come out soon, and then my 3rd out of 3 for this quarter app or website project ideas. So that's Q1. Overall, very happy. My 2 main aims for this quarter were to just start building the habit of posting these stand-ups and produce my portfolio page, which I've done. And what else? I think that's it really. Yeah, just get into the habit of posting and get used to this new style. But yeah, I'll go into, I don't think I've actually formally spoken about this on the channel yet, but I had kind of a roadmap or game plan for quarterly goals this year, and that's changed a little bit now. So I'll tell you what it was and then tell you the updates. But my plan was for Q2, I imagined I would have been now on track with posting and getting into the habit, and worrying less about the quality of the content and more about just getting it out there. So now the idea was I'd switch to focusing on the quality a bit more, taking inspiration from other YouTube channels and trying to focus more on gaining a viewer base and an audience. But yeah, sorry, I'll continue. And then Q3, my plan was to, once I've increased the quality of the content a bit and the quality of the videos, start pushing it more, get that Instagram account, TikTok account, Twitter account, and really start pushing my channel, since I got some content which people might actually want to watch. But yeah, and continuing on to Q4, my plan was to kind of, if I'm running out of content a bit, if it doesn't come flowing as naturally, pick up some of my older videos and remake them, but try and improve the quality. So yeah, but now we've reached the end of Q1, heading into Q2. What I'm finding is, although I have built the habits as I had intended to, I'm still not quite happy on the volume that I'm producing, really. I find it very difficult to get videos out, difficult to work on code and build out the platform as well. I feel like I'm not utilising my time very well. When I get home after work, I'm very tired. I need to get my runs in, I need to see my friends in the week. So lots of priorities, and not quite happy about how I'm squeezing everything in. So I think instead of having Q2 about improving the quality, I think I'm going to spend another quarter focusing on developing these habits. And this is a bit different to last quarter, because in the last quarter it was just about posting a tool. And now I have 2 specific things that I want to hit. I guess I'll go into that now. But you can see kind of the introduction with this here. I find a lot of the time when I'm at home, I don't know, like I'm tired, I don't necessarily want to go sit at my desk and record a video. So I'm trying to think, when else can I do that? And I was thinking that I could do that when I'm out. I could speak, or really what I'm thinking is potentially I could do it on my runs. I don't know whether I'll be too out of breath while speaking, but it's something that I want to look into. And then the idea is that if I'm recording these out and about, when I get back home, I can just lock in, focus, and stitch all the content together and get it posted. I don't have to worry about filming. And I think maybe then I'll be utilising my time a little bit better. But yeah, we'll see how that goes. I don't know how the audio will sound. Just want to stay open-minded and flexible, try new things, figure out what works for me. So that's on the content side. And then the other side of things really is the platform side and the building side. And again, when I'm at home, I don't necessarily want to sit at my desk. It's like end of the day, or have other things to do. So I was trying to think, what other time could I utilize here? And I've always kind of had this idea or hope that one day on the go I could speak to AI, and AI could manage my code bases, and all I'm doing is answering the queries it has and directing it, vibe coding on the go. But this has never really been realistic or a possibility, or it would require lots of engineering from me. But recently my housemate, he showed me this GitHub repo called Claude Code Telegram. I'll link that in the description. But what it does is you can set up a Telegram bot, and then when you message this bot, you have your code running on your server, which will poll for new messages. It'll pick up the message and it will just make the query to Claude Code, and then Claude Code will action all these changes. It can push to your GitHub. And yeah, this was one of my sprint goals for the sprint. I've set this up and I've had a go, and it's pretty good. There's definitely some tweaks I need to make. It's quite difficult to see what changes it's made. I've downloaded the GitHub mobile client and I'm not really sure. I think I need to definitely start developing some rules for Claude and really guide it into how it can fill me in on what updates it's making, I just really need to refine this workflow. But I think this is quite promising. It means that I can think about ideas on the tube or just when I'm out and about. And what I'm thinking at the moment is, with the whole new spec-driven development, I can use Claude or AI to build out these specs, and then again, when I do have time at my desk, that's all done and I can sit down and focus and bring it all together, take the specs, turn it into code, or execute the deployment, this kind of thing. So these are the two changes that I want to make for this quarter, and we'll see how they go. At the end of Q2, I'll reflect on this and see whether it was worth making the switch. Yeah, but my plan is that this will increase the time that I have where I can work, so I'm enabled to work in more situations, and hopefully increase the volume that I'm outputting in terms of content and code, whether that be, well, not necessarily code, but project work and platform work. Yeah, we'll see. The other thing I wanted to mention was, oh, it's raining. There we go. The other thing I wanted to mention was, by recording videos like this, it means that I can't show my sprint board. Maybe I'll remain flexible around this. If I really want to show my sprint board during stand-ups, I will do it at my desk. But I'm thinking maybe if I'm getting more work done in the week and it's a bit more casual, less structured, just a bit of work here, a bit of work there, I might actually go from one stand-up every 2 weeks to one every week, and then just do that on my long weekend run and give more informal, quicker updates. Yeah, that's my plan for Q2. Hope this goes well. Really don't expect to see much growth in my channel, but hopefully more content and more output from me. Exciting. Still excited about North Star. Very happy with the way things are going. I think it'll be interesting in the future to come back and watch the videos like this. The rain is picking up now. Anyway, come back and watch videos like this and just see how the channel grew and changed and developed over time. Sorry, more rain on my camera. Well, I'm gonna go now. Thank you for watching. Yeah, like and subscribe, leave any comments, any ideas, what you think of this new plan. Yeah, thank you very much. See you next time.